Champion, we've had a couple of weeks since that was crowned upon you, but how does it feel? Is it set in yet?
I think it has. It took a while. Last week was a bit difficult to go home after the emotion and what happened on the Sunday, and with it being a bit of a surprise. But it was a bit difficult to be alone on the first 2 days. It took a bit of adjustment. But I took some time to read the messages, watch the videos, and I think towards the end of last week, it really started to sink in what we've managed to achieve. Yeah.
Because that moment in particular was so special for a number of reasons, not just securing, getting the deal done and actually becoming a world champion, but the way that it happened, the race being as dramatic as an action-packed as it was. Then at the end of the finish line, you've got your daughter coming through on the team radio. Just put us in the cockpit with you. How was it?
It was tricky. I didn't know the full situation with Pascal whilst I was driving, so my engineer took a long time to tell me after the finish line that we'd actually managed to win the championship. But no, it was amazing. It was obviously a huge release of emotions. And then to hear her voice on the inlet was just incredible. I couldn't hold myself together. And yeah, it's something that I'll be able to watch and will stick with me for the rest of my life, I think.
I'm pretty sure there wasn't a dry eye in the entire paddock. Like, I'll hold my hands up, me included. My eyes were just streaming into that race.
Yeah, mine were going too. And yeah, I think a lot of people have said the same thing, that it was a really heartwarming message that she sent me, as well as the emotion of winning the championship. So yeah, really, really proud moment.
Obviously, the work that you and the team have done this year deserves that level of success. It's been such a domination. You've had performance after performance after performance. But does it make it that extra bit special, knowing that the build, the journey even before this year, wasn't an easy ride at all, was it?
I think so. I mean, when I look back over the last 6 years, I've shown plenty of positive trends, but I never really managed to finish off a championship. So yeah, I think the journey always makes it extra special. It's like when you win a race from the back, it feels different to winning from the front. So yeah, really, really proud of what we managed to achieve. I've already got a little bit of one eye on next year. I want to try and double it up. So yeah. So yeah.
You're coming after Jev now?
Of course, and more.
I love that. Can you give me an idea of the difference in feeling between going back a few seasons when you left Mahindra and where you were in your mind and your thoughts as a driver in a championship, out of a championship at that point, and then where you were after Berlin?
It's hard to imagine actually where I was 2 years ago. I think I remember not sleeping, worried about what life was going to bring, if I would have another race in Formula E, wondering if I'd driven a race car for the last time in my career, which was a really sad thought, but something that was going through my mind. But I think in what I did, I knew this was the only option. I wasn't going to throw away a contract like that to finish in 5th or 6th. That wasn't what I was aiming for. So yeah, to go from feeling down in the dumps like that to realizing my dream of being world champion is yeah, just such a huge range of emotions. And I don't know, just yeah, some things are meant to be, I think, and in this case, I think that's one of them.
When you were scrolling through your phone, looking at all the messages and hearing from friends and family, was there anything in particular that caught you out and you thought, oh my God, yes?
I think the video that Formula E put together, showing my kind of roots, showing my family, my old friend that used to live next door, my old team bosses, that was really, really nice. And that was something that I've watched hundreds of times since. And each time it kind of brings emotion to me, and it shows where I came from, how I grew up, the people that are close to me, and what it means to be world champion. So I would say that's the biggest one. And on top of that, I had so many messages that it was just a case of trying to get through them all and trying to respond to as many as possible.
Give us an idea of some of the people that messaged you that might either surprise us or we might expect, but some names from your life or the world of motorsport.
I think Max and George Russell were probably the two that most people would know in motorsport. It was quite nice from George because he must have found my number and texted me, because he's not someone that I keep in touch with that much. So that was really nice of him. Yeah, just everybody from the world of motorsport, friends that I hadn't heard from years. I couldn't single one out that's apart from those two that are any more special than any of them.
Give us a quick idea of the celebrations after Berlin. What did you get up to?
Not too much. Unfortunately, the team had scrutineering and then they had the rookie test. So I went for dinner with my close friends and management. Then we had a few drinks, a few too many drinks.
Deserved.
And a relatively early night in what you would imagine as a World Championship celebration. But I actually booked the team or the engineers to go to Ibiza on Monday morning after this race. So we're going there for 3 days and we're going to have a lot of fun.
Now that is how you celebrate a World Championship. Love
Yeah.
that. Safe to say there is still a big battle ahead, a big challenge to overcome, but it would be amazingly special, wouldn't it, if you could leave here as a Drivers' Champion and the team could leave here as Teams Champions?
Yeah, it'd be amazing. I think, honestly speaking, the Drivers' Championship was really on our radar this year as a collective team. But to come into the final round as close as we are, of course we have to target it. I think the pressure is going to be on Porsche this weekend. They didn't win it last year. And I see us as being the underdogs, and I think we should just attack both me and Norman and see what we can do.
What are they like as competitors? Because of course in the Drivers' Championship it was very much you, Pascal and Antonio that were in that battle. How is it from the team side?
A lot of the time I feel like it's me versus Porsche sometimes at the front, and it's been like that for a couple of years. But yeah, I think obviously there's been some quite interesting dynamics within the team in Porsche. Things going on behind the scenes that are quite interesting, which will add to an element of pressure for them to deal with. For us, me and Norman are here. I think he's been incredibly unlucky, but I think we're both quite relaxed. We'll go out there, we'll do our best, and we'll do whatever it takes to try and get as many points for Nissan and overturn the points deficit.
Do you think it could be almost a nothing to lose versus everything to gain situation?
For us, that's the case. I mean, Tommaso might not agree with me because he might think that that's his goal, but for me, we have absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain, and that's the mentality we should have. It keeps everyone calm, keeps everyone relaxed, and I think they'll be feeling the pressure down there. They'll want this championship a lot, and hopefully we can play on it. I know firsthand how that feeling is over the last 3 races.
We're very much looking forward to seeing you battle out there. Congratulations again.
Thank you, man.
Have a good
Thank
weekend.
you very much. Cheers. Thanks.